Hey, what's up guys? Aaron here. So lots of updates that just came through the docket. I'm just going to summarize everything as quickly and succinctly as I can. Basically what's happening next month in October. October is the confirmation hearing. This is where basically everybody, if they want to, they can speak up for possibly the last time with objections or with recommendations or with problems they have with the plan. Also, people asking for reimbursements for their legal funds or basically anything that they want the judge to rule on. So that's really what I'm going to cover in this video. We got another Chapter 11 plan yesterday or a few days ago, and a lot of these documents are enormous. Like this one's 193 pages. So from that document, just picking out a couple things, we have the Litigation Oversight Committee members, a few that were there before, and then we have a couple others, Deidre O'Connor. Then we have Cam Cruz, who is very active in the community on Twitter and also on YouTube. He was designated by the EARN Ad Hoc. And then we have David Adler on this committee, who was designated by the Retail Borrower Ad Hoc. So this committee is going to be primarily responsible for pursuing insiders like Daniel Leon and Alex Mashinsky. Also for trying to get money back from Tether, possibly in the billions of dollars. Basically anybody that they think they can get money from to bring back into the estate. So about Coinbase, they may be the company that people get money from. So expect more fake phishing emails from Coinbase. Just like we've been getting fake scam emails for months, a lot of scammers will be trying to impersonate Coinbase in order for you to send them money or to trick you to connect your Trust Wallet or MetaMask to their fraudulent interface. So just be very, very careful with emails that look like they're coming from Coinbase. Coinbase also talks about the supported countries for distribution. I do not see the United States here, so I believe in the US, most likely we will still be using PayPal. So next, some information on the NewCo board terms. Basically, after 1, 2, or 3 years, certain people can be up for re-election. And they also talked about certain investments that Celsius made and what they value the investments now. So this is part of the UCC's reasoning for why they think the NewCo is a better investment or a better idea rather than just selling everything. So for example, we purchased things for $58,000, or I guess this is in thousands of dollars. So we purchased it for 58. Right now, the fair value is 17. Here we purchased it for 25. The fair value is 12. So selling things in a bear market is their reasoning for not wanting to liquidate right now because we're not going to get as much money as we otherwise could. And there are just some incredibly confusing slides here that I don't even want to try to understand. So this document, again, 193 pages, not going to go through everything, but those are just some of the things that stood out to me. Ultimately, the rest of the documents are people wanting to support the plan and show their reasons why the plan is good, or they are objecting to the plan. So next we have a confirmation hearing on Cell Token, which is going to happen. So some fact witnesses, and then we have an expert witness, the CEO and founder of Elementis, basically trying to prove that Cell Token should be valued at 25 cents. So next we have Chris Ferraro, the interim CEO, on why he supports this plan. And this is 22 pages, not going to go through everything. A lot of the stuff is review, but basically that's what's happening right now. We're getting a lot of people saying why this plan should be approved. So now we have the CEO of Elementis, and they are also saying why this plan should be approved. And in 83 pages, they talk all about Cell Token. So basically there has been this debate, which has been going on for a long time, about Cell Token, how it should be valued. So he shows his research and data about Cell Token. I'm not going to go through all of this. That would be insane for me to do so. But there is this, again, this battle happening right now for Cell Token. And speaking of Cell Token, we have Otis basically trying to disprove the Elementis story that I just showed you, or their document. So 21 pages. I'm not really going to go through this. If you are interested in Cell Token, you can definitely find these if you want to read it all. So next we have a director from Alvarez and Marcel in support of the plan. And what she is talking about, Allison, she is talking about this key employee incentive program. So this is something that I think is a little bit ridiculous. Basically, they are going to pay $2.6 million to 9 senior managers and key employees. assuming that they meet these performance goals. Now, there was an objection from somebody in my last video, forgot his name or forgot who it was, that basically said that these are things that people should be doing anyway as executives. Why are we offering them bonuses just to do their job? She is saying that this is normal for bankruptcies, basically trying to support this incentive program. You can see the executives here. A lot of people recognize these names. Their current salary, which is already an insanely amazing salary for a company in bankruptcy. So I don't want this video to get too negative, but I mean, it's right here. Current base salary, $320,000 for just, some HR person. And these bonuses, which, $500,000, $1 million, it's really, really a lot of money. So at this point, again, just want to get out of Chapter 11. We got to put a lot of this stuff behind us, but again, that's what's going on. So we have people at Centerview, who is the investment banking firm. They're supporting the plan. Not really going to cover everything again. There's too much to go over, but we're basically seeing that everyone that was working for Celsius or with Celsius are all coming out saying that this is a good plan and it should be approved. And basically he's saying that the mining enterprise can be valued between $410 and $720 million, with a midpoint of approximately $565 million. That's a huge range. I wish that could be more conclusive, but for whatever reason, it's not. So next we have somebody who is in the UCC, or the Unsecured Creditors Committee, Mark Robinson, basically going over why he supports the plan. So he talks about how they evaluated different companies. He talks about the new board of directors and how they qualified people. And it's just his opinion on the fact that, he thinks that this is a good plan moving forward. So next we have the UCC's hearing exhibit list. Not the wrapper, but a bunch of boring documents. So we got just, all this stuff that they're going to bring up in court, talking about Alex Mashinsky talking to the other executives, Cell Token, the AMAs, all this stuff. So they're just preparing for a lot of time in court right now. We have Steve Kokonos, who is going to be the CEO of the NewCo, in support of the plan. Obviously, he's going to be the freaking CEO. Next, we have the debtors, meaning Celsius's witness list for October the 2nd. So we have these witnesses. These are executives and people that work for different companies like Alvarez and Marcel. So they have some exhibits here. Gosh, this video I'm making is so boring. I'm sorry about that. I just want to keep you guys updated on what's happening. So next we have somebody else supporting the plan. I've never heard of this company, Stout Rizius Ross, but I was scrolling and I was just seeing all right, what's happening here? And then I get to this. It's this valuation report. And I'm like, oh, this is what we've been spending all our money on, because they are evaluating, I should say, all of these different things, evaluating the institutional loans, how they value the DeFi investments. So they just really, basically broke apart everything here. And I showed this earlier in the video, but how they value different assets. And I am way too dumb to try to understand everything. And also, this is 60 pages. And I was scrolling through this and I'm like, oh my gosh, what have we gotten ourselves into? That was my feeling when I was going through this. I was getting annoyed at the fact that we paid a company, I don't know how much money, to do all this stuff, talking about expected term, volatility factor, dividend yield, risk-free rate of return, right? I am so ready, right, to just get out of this Chapter 11 because I'm so tired of slides like this. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm kind of in a bad mood right now, or at least I feel like I am. So next we have the debtors, meaning Celsius, replying to the objections that I talked about in my last video. So this is 180 pages. So pardon me for not going through everything, but they talk about how the objections that the SEC said, the U.S. trustee, they try to debunk or try to prove that these people are incorrect. Talking about how the plan satisfies the bankruptcy code. They talk about how it's in the best interest of all the debtors, government, regulatory agencies, and diving over to the conclusion, all of these people, basically everyone, thinks that this plan satisfies the requirements of the bankruptcy code and that it should be approved. So 180 pages, there you go. And now we have the UCC kind of doing the same thing. They are debunking some of these previous arguments. So some of them about Cell Token, saying that certain objections should be overruled. So they mentioned the fact that there was a 96% acceptance rate of the plan. I think I covered that in a video or two ago, basically how many people said yes to the plan. They talk about how many people voted for the plan who had Cell Token inside of their accounts. So they go over the new board of directors and why they picked who they did and how they're all very qualified people, and again, kind of stuff like that. And finally, we have the people who are going to be speaking at the confirmation hearing, or the first day on October 2nd. All right, guys, so that is it. Sorry for the incredibly boring video, but I just want to keep you guys up to date on what's happening. Basically, right now, everything is gearing up for October, and that'll be a very, very busy month for Celsius and for the judge and for all of us trying to figure out the details of this plan and will it get approved, etc. So at this point, I just want to get out of Chapter 11 as quickly as possible. And not everything's going to be great. Not everything's going to be perfect. Not everybody's going to be happy. But ultimately, people need liquidity. People need money, crypto, to pay the bills or whatever, and we just need to get out of this. So that's my goal. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll keep you guys posted on everything as I always have done. I really need to start making non-Celsius content. So if you have ideas or things that maybe I should be talking about or want to hear about, I really got to get away from Celsius because this is going to be ending soon, and I am getting honestly tired about talking about it. So I'm sure you guys are tired of listening about it as well. So anyway, talk to you later. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.